volume, pump up the 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 volume.
Hey guys, what's up? We're gonna talk UFC 220 today. I got Aleksa calling in. Trains out of Strong Style. Should be a good. Not gonna be a long one, but it should be good. I might actually do 2 podcasts tonight. I don't know yet, but that's the thing about the podcast is it's unpredictable. We don't know exactly where we're going. But we're going. I got 2 pretty big guests that I'm working on for this-ish week. I'll get more into that after the podcast. But like I said, man, it should be good. Aleksa's calling now, though, so I'm going to take this. We're going to get into it, man. Yo.
What's up?
What's going on, man? What are you doing?
Headed to the gym right now.
You going to train right now?
No, I'm going to film my buddy, make a video for him.
Oh, okay.
While he's training. Yeah.
I just wanted to talk UFC 220 real quick. I was going to say we should talk about all the fights, but the fights are kind of a snooze fest besides like the co-main event and then Stipe, obviously.
Yeah.
Who you got for DC and Ozdemir?
I didn't really see Ozdemir fight until I saw some highlights the other day. Honestly, I don't think the dude stands a chance for real.
I thought the same thing. He's I just feel like DC is just gonna make light work.
Him.
Exactly, just make light work of him. But dude, with Stipe, I know you train with him and shit. Are you a little bit nervous for him?
Ngannou's like intimidating, I guess, and they play him off as some like big like some sort of monster, you know what I'm saying? But like every heavyweight is gonna have like knockout power. Last time I checked, Roy Nelson was supposed to beat Stipe's ass too. He was supposed to knock his ass out. Yeah. But last time I checked, Roy Nelson isn't even irrelevant anymore.
You're not wrong on that.
Stipe made light work of him too, and all I heard over and over again was that Roy Nelson was going to finish him by knockout in the first or second. So, everything that they're saying about Ngannou really doesn't fucking matter right now.
I hear you. Me. They have him. Isn't Ngannou training at that UFC? Like he's been being trained like the fucking dude from Rocky, the big Russian.
They got the training mask on. What's the dude's name? The Russian dude, man.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, to be honest, they're measuring his punch power, and I'm pretty sure in the movie, like, they had like some sort of machine that he was punching, yes. Like measuring his punch power. Like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, he's got those things all hooked up to him while he's running on the treadmill, just sweating.
I forgot the dude's name.
Yeah, I can't think of it either. Ivan Drago.
Yes, dude.
Ivan Drago.
For real though, they got him. They're playing him off like that too. Like,
it's bothering me.
Did you see the Instagram post the other day, like that the UFC was posting up?
Yeah, of
the open workout.
I commented on it because they're so on Ngannou's dick that
it's ridiculous.
It's like, dude, Stipe has done everything that he's needed to do for the UFC. And like they're putting out that story, like everybody knows like Ngannou's story, how was homeless and shit, which is a crazy story. Like, good for him, but like Stipe, it's not like he's out here like talking shit to people or anything. He's like just the coolest, like one of the coolest dudes in Cleveland. Like, if you see him, he'll take a picture with you. He's a firefighter, volunteer firefighter, and he like is still training at the gym. Isn't that where he started too?
And yeah, strong style. Started fighting there. I mean, and then basically, like, he's where he is now. Is like basically born and raised as an MMA fighter at strong style.
Do you ever spar with him at all, or like work with him at all?
Yeah, I mean, all the time actually. Like, because when they can't get heavyweights out from like other gyms, because we don't have a lot of heavy dudes at our gym.
Yeah,
I'm like the next like biggest person at the gym.
How
So
is that?
I weigh like 215, and then Stipe is like a whopping like 250 when he's like walking around. And dude, he hits hard. I mean, like, I don't know what else to say. He hurts me. Like, he hurts me. We're friends, but he like when we're sparring, he hurts me, dude. He hurts people. It's his job. Like, it's not fun.
That's so funny. Yeah, he's my friend, but he hurts me.
And it's his job. Like, they're talking like Ngannou has some like crazy power, but like, I mean, let's not forget, like, Stipe's like a heavyweight. He's gone through the fucking ringer. Like,
Yeah.
Like, this dude can bang. Like, he's been through wars. Ngannou hasn't even been tested with like a true fight yet. Like, and they're talking him up like he's some sort of like a dog. Like, he picked up quick, and like, I'm not even gonna deny that he has like natural talent, because if he picked up MMA 5 years ago and he is where he is now, like, you know, that's a whole nother thing. The dude definitely has some like natural born talent from it, but like, I'm pretty sure like 5 years in, Stipe was getting picked up by the UFC too. I'm sure their timelines are somewhat similar. Stipe's just been through it longer and has more experience, and I definitely think he's taking the W tomorrow, no doubt.
I don't know if you can even talk about this or not, but like, do you think Stipe is going to show off that D1 wrestling that he had in this fight?
I mean, I think, like, I don't even think it's a secret that like Ngannou's is like weak with his wrestling, or weak on the ground. Like, he favors his feet, but honest to God, I don't even think like that we work the grappling and whatnot.
Yeah.
Over camp, but like, he's confident on his feet. He's an insane boxer. The dude could be a pro boxer if he wanted to. So
yeah,
in my mind, Stipe standing up could finish Ngannou.
You think so?
Stipe on the ground could finish Ngannou. Like, he could
That's a
sub
bold
him.
prediction.
He could grind till the fifth round and beat him by decision, or he can knock him out. Like, he could win all kinds of ways. Ngannou, on the other hand, the only way he's going to win is on his feet.
Yeah, like first round knockout.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and when have you seen the dude like run a 5-round fight, a 3-round fight, let alone a 5-round fight?
Yeah,
like,
that's the only the only thing that really like worries me about Stipe is that he will go like punch for punch with people, and with Ngannou, it's like it's a little bit scary.
Dangerous.
Yeah, it's real scary.
Yeah.
He's a bad man.
Sure. Yeah. And there's no denying that, but like, he has holes. Like,
yeah,
Ngannou has holes. Like, it doesn't take a fighter to see that. But if you are a fighter and you see like Ngannou hit mitts, if you see him spar, like even his previous fights, like, the dude's hands are down all the time. Like, he's throwing that uppercut, that left uppercut that knocked out Overeem.
Ooh.
His right hand's down the whole time. Yeah, he knocked his ass out. Like, but like, Overeem's chin is like, it's garbage. Like, I don't want to be an asshole. The dude's a legend. Like, respect him. But like, you know, you fight that long and get punched in the face that much, it's gonna cost you. You know.
Yeah, they were talking about that on The Fighter and the Kid, or it was either that or the Big Brown Breakdown today. That like Stipe has it's not like he's not taking shots, and Brendan Shaw was kind of like concerned about the fact that Stipe does take shots on the chin, and like if that's gonna get to him in this fight or not. What do you think about that?
Yeah, like number one, I mean, he has to be smart. It's not like he can't come in like how he did with Junior.
Yeah.
Like he was it was a war. It was back and forth.
One.
Like Junior's very strong. But this is like a whole nother thing, you know. But I'm thinking he has to be smart. He has to outthink Ngannou first. To start off a fight, he might, if he outthinks him correctly, he might be able to finish him early.
You think so?
I mean, I think if he keeps his distance from Ngannou, doesn't let Ngannou get close, doesn't let Ngannou put punches together, you know,
that's the main
put combinations
thing, right?
together. Yeah, I think he could definitely catch him slipping. I think he could land one on his chin and surprise some people, you know. But
has Ngannou actually taken a lot of damage in really any fights? Has he been hit hard a lot?
I'm not even sure how many fights he had in the UFC or how many fights he had in his career.
He
you know,
kind of came out of nowhere, didn't he?
Yeah, he couldn't have been. I mean, the UFC needs heavyweights, so he couldn't have. He didn't really need a crazy record.
Mm-hmm.
Dana could have seen him finish someone quick and was like, "Hey, you want to know what? I like this guy. Let's put him in here." And he, you know, it's not. I mean, there's a lot of tough dudes in the heavyweight division, but I mean, there's not a lot of people left, you know. So it's not going to be crazy hard to climb the heavyweight, you know, the heavyweight ladder. And if they see a chance to promote you and they see what kind of person you are, they're gonna jump on that opportunity, which is exactly what they saw with Ngannou for sure. Because the dude really, he hasn't shown he's been knocking people out. Dana likes that, but he has that background story. He has that that look to him, that mean look. You know what I'm saying? And they just, it's like basically Ronda Rousey, bro. They wanna promote him. They want that look for the UFC. They it's all about the look and it's all about the money, you know. So they're gonna promote him.
That's a good way to put it. For
and
for
the UFC,
Rousey.
The UFC probably wants him to win.
Yeah, I think very much they want him to win.
Yeah.
The way that they're promoting it, I know it is, because I just don't see how they could go against the guy that's the champ that has gone through everybody. But even their Instagram posts or Twitter posts, when you watch the promo on the commercial, it just seems like they're riding Ngannou so hard, and it's dude, give us a break. You know, it's
for real.
I feel like people, unless you're a diehard fight fan, or if you're from Cleveland and you're a normal fight fan, you don't really give Stipe doesn't get that respect that he really deserves, and it's super frustrating to watch.
Yeah, and that's huge for a fighter. That would piss me off, and it does piss me off. But for instance, you said, what were you gonna say?
Well, I was gonna say, with your fights, how's that shit going? Every time you have a fight, it's first round knockout.
It's going good, man. I can't complain. It is either so far first or second round TKO.
Fucking
all my fights.
Monster, dude.
So I'm trying. I'm working. You know, I'm doing my best.
Somebody that knocks people out in the first or second round, or finishes people in the first or second round, you would think man, that guy has to he kind of has to just be a mean dude. And that's the complete opposite of you. Anytime I've ever hung out with you, it's always laughing or joking or making fun of people. You're the complete opposite of what you would expect from somebody that just finishes people in the first or second round.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, I'm maybe I should start getting mean because everybody I chill with, I'm so laid back that I get shit from my friends all the time. You know Desmond and Sean,
yeah.
Those dudes treat me like shit, bro. They don't care, bro. They don't care.
No, dude, I think you need that. I definitely think you need that.
For sure.
If you didn't have people messing with you and stuff, I think you would turn into a dick.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know if you got much time or if you got to go film for your buddy.
Yeah, I gotta head out soon for sure.
All right, man. But yeah, we could talk either after this fight or before your next fight. When is your next fight, or do you have one?
We're looking at March 17th.
Yeah, we could like get together and do one. I don't know. Are you still doing the YouTube videos?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, we could.
I kind of fell off of uploading for a little bit, but I'm trying to gain some like momentum back in my schedule.
Definitely. It would be sweet if we should do a podcast / like you could record it and then I'll record it on here and we could do it. Both release it.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Big time. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm sure I'll text you tomorrow during the fight or after or whatever. But yeah, man. Let's hope Stipe brings this one back.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Have a good night, man.
All right, man. You too.
Thanks for calling.
For having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Hell yeah.
See ya.
See you, man.
There it was. That's Aleksa. Aleksa Camur. I don't know if I said his last name right. He'll probably correct me when he listens to this. But yeah, he trains out of strong style with Stipe. And you heard him, like he was just saying, he Stipe, he's his friend. That was cracking me up. He said, Stipe's my friend, man, but he hurts me. That was, because dude, that's what you want to hear. It's like shit like that, like, I don't know, like for people that are fight fans, but you don't really, like you don't have the opportunity to go there and train with those guys or see them train. It's cool having people like that call in and give you like a first-hand basis on like the different fighters. Like when I talk to Jose Torres, like hearing him talk about different stuff. It's just, I don't know, man. It's cool. The main thing like with the podcast is I don't really even care so much about the numbers as I do talking to awesome people. Like that's my favorite thing about it. Obviously, I'd be lying to you if I told you that the numbers don't, like, I'm talking about subscribers, downloads, everything like that, like, doesn't bother me, because it does. But I don't get too caught up on it as long as I get to keep having awesome guests on and, like, talking to cool-ass people. I might be putting out another podcast tonight. I don't know yet. But this next week, maybe as early as Sunday, Ian fucking Edwards is going to be on this Ventos. Such a fucking honor, to be honest with you guys. Like, I was putting out these podcasts, and I almost was just like, dude, fuck this, man. Like no one's even listening. Like, there was one time where I put out, like, I put out podcasts, like, twice a week-ish, and they were getting, like, 10 downloads each, and I was like, dude, fuck this, man. Then I saw Brennan Schaub live, me and Jenna. I met him. And I told him, like, yeah, man, I got a podcast. And all he said was, like, dude, just keep being consistent and hope somebody picks it up. Then I put out a couple DMs on Instagram. And I'm getting guests on. And I see the numbers definitely going up. And I'm so grateful that people are listening. And, oh, yeah, and then the other guest that I'm going to be having on is... So Ian Edwards, he opens for, like, if you don't know who he is, he's an opener for Joe Rogan. He goes to the Comedy Store constantly. Just a fucking LA killer in the comedy scene. And then Chris D'Elia, when I saw him, his opener, Mike Lenoci, and he's going to be coming on too. He has a podcast which is hilarious. Definitely check it out. It's called Guys Night Out. Check that one out. It's so funny. It's like basically two dudes giving relationship advice. So it's like relationship advice from a guy's point of view. So yeah, man, check it out. Thank you guys for listening. Let's hope tomorrow night we hear and still. Go Stipe. Till next time. Peace.